Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call to order the April 15th, 2021 Mount Carmel Area School District Board of Directors meeting. Can we please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance.
Flag.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the
Republic
which is
of stands, one nation, under God,
under God, indivisible,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moment of silence, please. Thank you. Mrs. James, roll call.
Mr. Becker,
Here.
Mr. Brett,
Here.
Mr. Gonzalo,
Here.
Mrs. James is virtual, Mrs. Latour. Here. Mr. Mazzatesta.
Here.
Mr. Muldowney. I see it. Mr. Muldowney. I see him there. Mr. Zach
Down virtual.
and Mr. Zanella.
I see it. Mr. Muldowney?
Mr. Manning is here.
And Mr. Zanella?
Is Mr. Zanella present? Mr. Zanella is absent.
Thank you. Any announcements at this point? And I know also Mr. Cheddar has a PowerPoint to review in this segment.
Mr. Zanella, stop.
Thank you, Mr. Brecker. Again, just some quick updates from the administration concerning our school events the last couple of weeks. First of all, congratulations on behalf of our school board, our administration, and our staff. Would like to congratulate our girls basketball championship team. Congratulations again to our team. We are so proud of our coaches and our players for accomplishing this feat and representing our school district so well over the past few years, and especially this year by winning the state championship. The girls on the 2021 championship team are not only leaders on the court, but leaders in our school and our community. And again, we are so proud of Coach Verano, her staff, and all her players. And, you know, some of the things that go unsung a little bit about our girls basketball team. I can't even tell you how many times other school districts have reached out to us with telling us how proud they are of our girls, not only on the court, but how they act, how they carry themselves. And again, the word that I hear constantly talked about our girls, our leaders. So again, we are so proud of all their feats. And again, congratulations on behalf of the school board, our administration and staff.
And representing our school district over the past few years, and especially this year winning this championship. The girls on a 2021 championship team are not only leaders on the court, but leaders in our school and our community. And again, we are proud of Coach Brown.
All right, sorry everyone, there were some technical difficulties there. Again, thank you to the Mount Carmel Area PTA for your generous donation of $2,000 towards our Tornado Buddy Brag program. Again, at this time, I'd also like to thank Marcy Miriello and Deb Parkansky, who do tons of the behind the scenes work of this program. Right now, we are sending upwards of 80 bags home every week to some of our families, and this program would not be doing some of the great things for our community if it wasn't for Marcy and Deb. So again, thank you. And everyone who has donated to this very important program in our school district. At this time, I'd like to review some end of year events that we're thrilled to announce at this time. This year's musical Little Shop of Horrors is going to be held in our auditorium on Friday, May 7th and Saturday, May 8th. All proper COVID restrictions and procedures are going to be followed for our Little Shop of Horrors musical, excuse me. Our baccalaureate service this year will be held May 23rd. This will be in person in our gymnasium. Again, a limited number of tickets will be available for parents and guardians due to COVID protocol. Class night will be held Wednesday, June 2nd at 6 o'clock in the gymnasium. A senior parade is scheduled for Thursday, June 3rd at 6 o'clock. Our prom is scheduled for Friday, June 4th. The promenade at this point is scheduled for 5:30 with the actual prom at 6:30, and there may be some deviation to those times. So again, I know Mrs. Nestico and Mrs. Ryan will verify those times, but again, right now, our prom, we're excited to announce, is scheduled for the 4th. And again, our first outdoor graduation is going to be held Sunday, June 6th at 4 o'clock. The rain date will be Monday evening, June 7th at 6:30. So again, we're very thrilled to announce some of our end of year scheduled. And we're also excited to announce that this year's graduation speaker will be 1990 Mount Carmel area graduate Catherine Menapace. Catherine is an attorney with Aiken, Gump, Strauss, Howard, and Feld in Philadelphia. We are so excited for Catherine's message and very excited about our end of year program. And again, thank you for Mr. Gonzalo for helping coordinate Catherine's message. Again, we're very excited to have not only graduation, but all those end of year events you guys see on the screen at this time. Finally, again, some from COVID reminders. You know, obviously our community knows we've had a little bit of an uptick here the last couple of weeks. To date, this uptick has not affected our in-person learning due to the Pennsylvania Department of Health and PDE lowering the amount of days a school building must close related to positive cases. But we are hoping this positive case count, again, does not continue. But again, our learning community, we have to at least prepare for a return to virtual instruction for a short time. So again, parents and guardians, please at least prepare for childcare related to any issues related to some positive COVID cases in our area. Again, some of the things that parents can do, continue those daily morning screenings. Please stay home if you're sick or exhibiting any COVID-19 symptoms. And again, please stay home if any family member is awaiting any COVID-19 test results within a household. At this time, Mr. Brecker, that is all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Chatter. Any other announcements? Moving on to recognition of Student Merit Award winners. I believe for the month of February, I believe at the elementary level, Mr. Gonzalo is going to read that one.
Thank you, Bill. It is with great pleasure that the fifth grade teachers nominate Ty Spears for this award. Ty is an intelligent, athletic, mannerly, and kind to those around him. His willingness to help others is evident in the classroom. He is always happy to assist classmates with schoolwork and will readily lend a helping hand to staff and teachers. His thoughtful nature is part of his personality, and he is a delight to be around. Ty is an honor roll student. He always strives to do the best with his academics. He is not afraid to ask questions when he is unsure of an assignment or is having difficulty in some way. His work is completed in a timely manner, and his attendance is excellent, even in light of the pandemic. These characteristics make him an excellent role model for others. The fifth grade teachers feel they are fortunate to have had the pleasure of getting to know Ty and the other great qualities he possesses as a student and as a person of character. As an athlete, Ty enjoys playing multiple sports. He plays baseball for both the Mount Carmel VFW and the Four Seam Academy travel team out of Irish Valley. He is also a member of the Mount Carmel Red Storm basketball team and has served as a team manager for the MCA girls basketball team for many years. He loves to fish, collect sports cars, and attend live sporting events to watch his favorite teams. Ty is a member of Our Lady's Church of Mount Carmel. He is the son of Gary and Kerry Spears. He resides in Mount Carmel with his parents and brother Cole. Grandparents are Mike and Patty Revito and Sam and Ann Spears. Congratulations on behalf of the Mount Carmel Area School Board, Ty Spears.
Congratulations and thank you. Congratulations, Ty, and thank you, Mr. Gonzalo. And the high school merit award winner, and actually I misspoke. I'm sorry. These are for March, not February. The high school merit award winner is Sugar Magnolia Bolam, and Sugar is a 9th grade student at the Mount Carmel area senior high school. She was nominated for the merit award by English teacher Miss Rarig. Miss Rarig said, and Miss Rarig has this outlined, Sugar exudes Red Tornado pride with poise and enthusiasm. And Miss Rarig has a different word for every letter of pride, Pride. So starting with P, she has prepared. Sugar is consistently prepared for class with her homework, readings, writings, and materials. Under R, respect. She treats herself with peers and teachers and staff with respect. She's always courteous, including sharing a smile with everyone. I, integrity. Sugar has always been an honest, sincere, and compassionate person. D, dedication. When faced with a challenge, she perseveres. She doesn't let obstacles thwart her. Rather, she troubleshoots to find solutions. E, effort. At the start of this year, she was faced with some technology issues. She continued to stay in contact with her teacher, even the school's technology person, to work towards a solution which would allow her to complete her work. Due to her diligence, she earned an A grade in the first quarter despite experiencing technology issues. Also under effort, Ms. Rarig has 5 other bullets listed. Number 1, helping others. Knowing her for 2 years, she's always ready to assist a family member or friend in need. Number 2, being a positive role model. She yearns to learn more and more each day, which shows in her work ethic. 3, doing volunteer work. She's involved in student government and the band, serving as leader in her school. 4, academic achievement. Her grades reflect her strong commitment to learning. Also, she's applied to the TRIO program in order to advance her education. 5, artistic creativity or performance. Having Sugar for English the past 2 years, I can thoroughly attest to her creativity, which she demonstrates daily with her academic skills regarding analysis, writing, vocabulary, and reading. I have utilized her student samples as examples numerous times because she possesses a strong understanding of the material along with a tremendous creative flair, which makes any essay, project, or presentation come to life. She's a true jewel in MCA's crown. Sugar is a distinguished honor roll student and a member of the senior band and color guard. She is also a member of the STEM club and Upward Bound. Her interests include roller skating and hanging out with friends. Sugar is the daughter of Barrett and April Balam of Atlas. So on behalf of the Mount Carmel Board of Education, congratulations to Sugar on the high school award merit winner for March. And moving on to the next item agenda, it's approval of minutes. A motion is needed to approve the minutes of the March 18th, 2021 regular board meeting.
Motion.
Latour.
Second, Muldowney.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Next, on the agenda, PTA representative report. Are there any reports tonight? None being heard. Are there any guests desiring to speak to the listed agenda items? If so, name and address, please.
We have no comments at this time.
Thank you. Administrative reports, Mr. Cheddar, Superintendent.
Mr. Cheddar says there is none.
Thank you. Principal reports, I believe Mr. Dara was going to be reporting on both the junior and senior high school this month.
Yes, I'm going to start with the senior high. The 2021 musical is Little Shop of Horrors. It will be held May 7th and 8th live with COVID protocols in place and live streamed. Approximately 25 students are in the cast in addition to the stage crew and pit orchestra. The students have been rehearsing since January and the show is coming along nicely. Congrats to the following students and advisors who participated in the Scholastic Scrimmage. Mr. Aaron Demansky and Mr. Chris Cunningham advised the group. Participants were Azuri Boslin, Maggie McCracken, Molly McCracken, and Lauren Shedleski. The competition was held via Zoom due to the pandemic. Our students performed very well, but Montgomery School District ultimately won. The students enjoyed the experience and were excited to showcase their knowledge on television. I would like to take a moment to also recognize one of our students, Gabrielle Shucker. She entered a poetry contest sponsored by the group Young Writers USA. Her poem, The Brave and Mom, was chosen to be published in the book called Through Their Eyes USA 2020, in other words. Finally, plans are underway for end-of-year activities. May is also always an extremely busy month for all students who will be taking AP and Keystone exams. Additional end-of-year activities are currently being planned by the seniors. As far as the junior high goes, third marking period report cards were issued on Friday, April 9th. PSSA dates have been set. ELA is May 4th, 5th, and 6th. Math, May 10th and 11th, and science, May 12th and 13th. I would like to recognize two junior high students for their outstanding achievements. Hannah Forspring, her essay called What Patriotism Means to Me finished second in the state in the 6th through 8th grade Patriots Pen Essay Contest. Her essay now qualified for the national competition and will be judged amongst the top 100 essays in the nation. She placed first in both the local and district competition to reach the state competition. Braden Brinkash recently qualified and competed in the state math counts competition and finished 86th in the entire state. He finished first in the chapter competition and second in the region to qualify. This is the second consecutive year he has qualified for the state competition. Congratulations, Braden. I would like to thank our guidance counselors, Ann Darrop and Erica Nestico, for all their hard work throughout the year, especially with the planning of our PSSA exams. And last but not least, I would like to thank the Veach family for their additional donation to continue the improvements on our school's weight room. We recently purchased a sound system, cable accessories, and will be installing a leaderboard in our weight room. So thanks so much.
Thanks, Mr. Dara. And moving on to elementary principal reports.
Hi, Mr. Brecker. It's Amanda Stepanowski. Kindergarten graduation pictures are scheduled for Tuesday, April 20th. Virtual students are to come in to the school from 11 to 12. Kindergarten graduation is scheduled for Wednesday, May 19th at 6:30 in the junior senior high gymnasium. More information will be sent home with kindergarten students. Yearbook orders, they can be placed online or via order form that will be sent home tomorrow. Letters will be going home tomorrow to all in-person and virtual students in grades 3 to 6 regarding PSSAs. Kindergarten registration for the school year, the 2021-2022 school year is underway, so parents may register students via the school website or call the office for additional information. And a reminder that we are currently accepting applications for pre-K counts program for the 2021-2022 school year. Interested families can access registration information via the school website, or you can call the elementary office. That's all.
Thank you, Mrs. Stepanowski. Special education report.
Mrs. Edmondson isn't on, Mr. Brecker, at this time.
Okay, thank you. Maintenance report.
Yes, good evening. Our staff's been busy with the grounds work, and including getting the athletic fields ready now that spring sports are underway. Seems like this last week you can sit and watch the grass grow, so we've been quite busy outdoors. Our administration and school board continue meeting to discuss a proposed upcoming district-wide renovation project. The project scope has a wide variety of different projects that we would like to complete in the next few years. We are hopeful to get started with a few of these items this summer. Two of the larger projects include roof replacements on both of the schools, an extensive renovation project of our heating and air conditioning system. And part of the heating and air conditioning renovation will include a biopolar ionization system. This is a fairly new concept brought on by the COVID pandemic. The system consists of a specialized device that will be installed in the airstream of our heating units, the heating and air conditioning units that will purify the air that we breathe. It kills bacteria, mold, and effectively filters out 99% of virus particles. So we're very excited to get started with this project, as it will ultimately improve the indoor air quality for our students, staff, and visitors. And finally, as I seem to mention every month, if you or you know of anyone that is interested in a full or part-time custodial position, please check our district website or stop in the district office located at our high school for more information. Thank you, and that's all I got this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Fegley. Athletic Director's report, Mr. Sakavich.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Brecker. I was just fortunate to hop on. We just completed our municipal victory tour by our girls basketball team. Again, I'm sure Mr. Cheddar did a noble job letting you everybody know of all the things that our girls have done and the wonderful job winning the state championship this year and all the accolades that have been pouring into them. This evening, they did a little victory tour throughout the area. The Coltmont Council presented them a resolution, and the council met and greeted them. After that, they met with the Mount Carmel mayor and council, who also greeted them and presented them a plaque. And they just completed their tour by meeting the Mount Carmel Township supervisors, who also passed on their own accolades and recognition. And they also proclaimed Girls Basketball Day in Mount Carmel Township being March 25th. And they passed that on to everybody to let everybody know that. So we thank all the municipalities for what they have done in not only supporting Mount Carmel School District and all its endeavors, but doing something for our girls basketball team. And again, spring sports is in full swing here with our baseball, our track and field, and our girls co-op softball team with Our Lady of Lourdes. That's all I have, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Sakavich. Moving on to the next agenda item, athletic items. A motion is needed to approve athletic items 1 through 3 as listed.
Motion, Muldowney.
Second, Latour.
Okay. You need a roll call?
Yes, Mrs. James, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Brecker?
Yes.
Mr. Britt?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo?
Yes.
Mrs. James Belchess? Mrs. Latour?
Yes.
Mr. Mazzatesta?
Yes.
Mr. Muldowney?
Yes.
Mr. Zach?
Yes.
And Mr. Zanella is absent.
Moving on to financial items, a motion is needed to approve financial items 1 through 4.
Motion, Zach.
Second, Jose.
Roll call, please, Mrs. James.
Okay. Mr. Brecker?
Yes.
Mr. Britt?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo?
Yes.
Mrs. James Belchess? Mrs. Latour?
Yes.
Mr. Mazzatesta?
Yes.
Mr. Muldowney?
Yes.
Mr. Zach?
Yes.
And Mr. Zanella is absent.
Thank you. Moving on to committee reports. Any updates from in regards to the Mount Carmel Area Education Foundation?
Yes, Mr. Brecker, the foundation is meeting tonight. Again, as mentioned earlier, projects that the foundation is thrilled to announce. Again, the Tornado Buddy Bags is doing great. Also, we are proud to announce that Bucknell University has again signed on to our Coppice Camp. Our district is ready to announce some dates. And again, we're thrilled and thankful that Bucknell is again signed on to help us for which will be our 6th Coppice Camp. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we had to cancel last year. But again, thank you to Bucknell University. More information coming soon.
Thank you, Mr. Cheddar. Moving on to new business. A motion is needed to approve new business items 1 through 4 as listed, and there's an additional business items from 5 through 8. So I will read 5 through 8 since it's not on the original agenda. Number 5, approve the memorandum of understanding between Central Susquehanna Intermediate Unit, E-Tool, Virtual Learning, and Mount Carmel Area School District for the 2021-22 school year as per the MOU presented. Number 6, approve a notice to proceed with McClure Company to authorize and expedite pre-construction activities associated with the Phase 6 energy projects based on the letter dated April 15th, 2021 through a potential guaranteed energy savings agreement amendment. Number 7, a motion is needed to adopt the resolution as presented, which constitutes a declaration of official intent by the school district to reimburse the school district with proceeds of the proposed tax-exempt debt insurance for expenditures made towards the cost of the upcoming capital project, and which authorizes the school district's financing team to take all preparatory action required in order for the school district to undertake the upcoming financing project. And number 8, approve the consent to sell repository properties as presented. So we need a motion to approve new business items 1 through 8.
Motion, Tony.
Second, Muldowney.
Roll call, please, Mrs. James.
Mr. Brecker,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo,
Yes.
Mrs. James Welch, yes. Mrs. Latour,
Yes.
Mr. Mazzatesta,
Yes.
Mr. Muldowney,
Yes.
and Mr. Zach.
Yes.
Mr. Zanella is absent.
Thank you. And moving on to personnel items, a motion is needed to approve personnel items 1 through 4 as listed, but I will like to read one because there was a slight revision. Number 1, approve the retirement of Gregory Sakavage as Elementary Dean of Students and Athletic Director effective August 17th, 2021, as per the letter presented. The remaining motions read as listed on the initial agenda.
And quickly, Mr. Brecker, on behalf of the district, again, I don't think anyone, when we talk about bleeding red for Mount Carmel area, I don't think anyone could more exemplify that than Mr. Sakavage. What he has given to this district can never be replaced. We're lucky enough to hopefully have Mr. Sakavage around a little bit longer with his knowledge. It's literally impossible to find anyone who has a love for Mount Carmel area more than Mr. Sakavage. And again, behalf of our administration and our school board and our staff, thank you for everything you've done for our district, Mr. Sakavage. And again, we look forward to continuing using you for our athletic endeavors moving forward as well.
Thank you, Mr. Cheddar.
I'm humbled by your remarks.
I second that, and I'll motion.
Yes, and I'll second it. And we're gonna miss you, Greg, and we hope you stay around and help because you really bleed red. And thank you for everything you've done.
I would agree with that as well.
Agree totally, folks.
Just thank you all, and I am humbled by your remarks. And for one time in my life, believe it or not, I am speechless.
Yeah, that is the first, Greg.
Give you some time, Greg.
Thank you all. And I believe, Donna, you still have to do the roll call, please.
Mr. Brecker,
Yes.
Mr. Brett,
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo,
Yes.
Mrs. James Welch, yes. Mrs. Latour,
Yes.
Mr. Mazzatesta,
Yes.
Mr. Muldowney,
Yes.
and Mr. Zach.
Yes.
Mr. Zanella is absent.
Thank you. And are there any public comments and questions at this point? None being heard or seen, I would like to entertain a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
Motion.
Second.
7:32. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you all. And the next meeting is scheduled for May 17th at 2021. And everybody
Night,
have
everyone.
Be safe.
Good night.
Good night.